Hi, good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I am glad you're here. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, if this is the first time you've ever clicked on my videos, normally I knit, crochet, sew, and talk. Today I am fresh out of the shower, so y'all forgive my hair. Looks like a little ragamuffin, but you know what? It takes forever to dry. You would think this thin, super fine stuff would dry quickly, but it doesn't. Anyway, now, as I said, usually it's crochet, knit, and sewing with a lot of talking thrown around. Today it kind of ties into another video I just recorded yesterday, actually. Because after I recorded that video, I'm thinking, you know, before I decide how I'm going to document my stash, whether it's on Ravelry or whether y'all give me great ideas. Hence, I don't know if you've done that because I just recorded the video yesterday and it's not going to air for a couple days. So, and it is another great, awesome sunny day. There's not a literally no cloud in the sky that I can see. So, while I talked about working from my stash starting in January and trying to do that, my cutting mat is buckling right there. That is weird. All right. It's one of those expensive ones too. I mean, I got it for dirt cheap, but anyway. If you're still here, this is kind of where I am. I'm not all over the place every time, but most of the time. And I have a lot of squirrel moments to where I get off on tangents and, you know, yeah. So anyway, along those lines, I thought about there's a Rubbermaid sitting in my bedroom that I have a box fan sitting on because our bed is kind of elevated. So I have to put my box fan kind of high for it to circulate air to me, right? Yes, even though it is 30 some odd degrees outside, it's gloriously bright, but it is still cold. And as you can hear my wind chimes, the wind's going crazy. So it's still cold out there, hence my long sleeve shirt. Anyway, I came across some yarn. So grab your project, something to drink, hang out with me for a little bit because I want to see how much I can get into. Now, I remember some of what's in this tote. And technically it's not a Rubbermaid tote, but it's a Sterilite from Walmart. It is what it is. Oh, and look at this. Speaking of Walmart, y'all see my cup, my can, right? This is another caffeine. I'm going every day. Highly energetic for a little while, and then I'm just bottoming out. So on the bottoming out times, I'm supplementing with this, which is probably not good. Okay, my shepherd's hook is moving. The wind is blowing so... And I have that thing strapped to my air conditioning unit outside. It should not be moving. Squirrel moment. Anyway, so I did a pickup order on Walmart, which I normally don't do, but my daughter-in-law is sick right now, so she can't go with me to go to Walmart. So I did a pickup order. Anyway, which I couldn't drive to pick it up, but you know, my husband was able to just go and grab it and come back, which is not the best thing in the world, let me tell you. But anyway, I was like, y'all dropped this thing and didn't give me another one, really? But I'm making do. It's a distorted thing, and I just have to do my lips a certain way so A, I don't get cut, and two, I don't spill it all over myself. Now, I think we're going to be okay as far as the sun hitting the camera. If not, I may have to get up and move it. But while I was going through some of my bougie yarn, I remembered this Rubbermaid tub. Oh, boy. Okay, there's things in here that I forgot was in here. Alright, I have, looks like red heart acrylic cakes of some kind. Oh, I remember this. This is like some terry cloth yarn from way back in the day. Can't remember what I was making with it. Walden Books. Now, the reason I brought this in here was to show y'all something that I've had since 2003. I can't remember how I got it, but I got it in a way to where I'm thinking, alright, we can do something with them, right? I got them, I don't think they were on clearance, but I think there was a sale with Lion Brand on these things. Because a lot of them are still bagged in the packaging that they came in, you know, like the three-way things. And here is some the wave beanie. I'm surprised these didn't get done. There's actually, this thing's full of hats and scarves, so I'm surprised this stuff didn't get donated. I'm gonna leave this out and get it donated. Okay, anyway. That was for my niece's baby blanket back in 05, 06. I think I was making it in 05. I might have been, no, it was in 06. I'm pretty sure it was 06 because she was born in 06 and I was making it on the way home from the mountains to gift to her, to gift to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, my husband's brother, when he, when we got home. But anyway, so all this to say, I came across something, and it's so, I don't even know if they have anything. I'm really worried that my zip ties are going to fail my shepherd's hook. But I don't even know if Lion Brand makes this anymore. I didn't research this before I got on here. I just didn't think about it. But it is Lion Brand Thick and Quick Cotton. Now this colorway is called Sherbert Swirl. And it's kind of dull looking in the packaging. But it's actually kind of a cute little rainbow sherbet swirl. Then I have, oh, it looks like I was making something with them. But let me tell you, you know that thick, chunky yarn that I was talking about in the game of wool? I know what they speak of. Apparently, I was making something with single crochets. That is, this is 2 rows of single crochet. Look at that. 2 rows. And look how big that stuff is. It recommends a K hook. A K. Which I do have, actually. I might have one of those over here. This might be a P. Nope, that's a Q. So I might have the K out there near my recliner. But anyway, so I think I bought 9 of each one of these because I think there's 3. Oh no, I think I might have bought more of the swirl. Alright, that's 3 packs of 3. And then a 3rd pack. So I have 12 of the sherbet swirl. Now, I would love to use these. These would be one of the first things that I would like to get out of my stash. Because 2003, y'all. That shepherd's hook twisted and almost hit the window. And then I also have 3 of these reds that are just simply called Poppy Red. And then white. Let me see how many whites I have. Looks like I only have 3 whites. So I have 3 reds, 3 whites. Actually, I might have 4 reds because I did end up making, a few years ago, I made, I think it was a V-stitch. Or it might have been a mesh thing for my TV stand for Christmas time. And then what I did is I did a border of double crochets and then wove a ribbon around the whole thing with the green ribbon. It's so pretty. It comes out every year at this time. So I'm looking at all of that and I'm thinking, let's see. This is more of the red that I haven't used. They're losing their bands, but I mean, you know, I have 3 more in here, so yeah. That was 3 bags, and I know I probably used 3 for that TV stand runner. So I'm wondering what I could do. And these are Thick and Quick 100% pure cotton. And I'm not worried about them dry rotting. They're so blasted thick. Well, I can't really show you right now because I'm only working with my one hand. So, do y'all have any ideas on this? Because I really, really, really want to use these. These have taken up almost my entire Rubbermaid over here. I do have some material in here that I had used with making those skirts back in the day. Oh my gosh. Alright. This wasn't intended to be going down memory lane. But back in, I want to say, it was before 2010. Because we bought my mom the place down the road back in 10. So it was before that. But I had made her, and I told y'all that I had sewn her a tote bag, a Texas tote bag. And I still have stars left over from that project. And I still have the canvas cotton that I made that bag from. That is so awesome. I need to remember to bring that in here and show y'all one day. It's dirty and dusty, and I'm not sure that I ever want to wash it. And I know that sounds stupid, but it still smells like my mom's house. So it's kind of a nostalgic thing, but I haven't washed it. So I don't know if I'm going to show y'all that or not. I thought there was some more cotton in here, but I guess not. I have a whole lot of Hobby Lobby bags because I had done, wow. I had done a, wait. Did I just see a pair of circular needles in this bag? Because back when back when Hobby Lobby was having all those clearances back in 18 and 19, and I had all these extra big Hobby Lobby bags, I used them. I'll be a monkey's booty. I just found an old set of circular needles. And they're boy circulars, because this was something that I was working on way back in the day. You know that Red Heart cake yarn that I pulled out to begin with? It's blue. And I'm willing to bet it was for this project. Wow. I was knitting up a basket weave throw. Or it might be a baby blanket at the size of it. But look. Ah! You know what? I might have to leave this out. Look at it. Look at them dull little needle tips, y'all. Now, if I were to pick this back up, I would probably have to change to my Chiaogu needles. Maybe not. I might just keep working on it with this. But, oh my gosh. And that's all that's in here is a partial cake of that yarn. And I'm willing to believe it's probably like the royal blue Red Heart. And finish this up. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this over there. And then I can reclaim that pair of knitting needles. Which I like to keep all my old boy circular needles. Because for one, you never know when you're going to need another pair of needles. And I would rather work with a dull tip than nothing. And besides, I'm not so bougie and spoiled. Wow, this tells y'all, okay. This tells y'all how old this stuff is. This was Karen Cuddle Soft. And I have a hitchhiker on this ball of yarn. Hold on. But I can't remember what project I was working on with this stuff. But look, that is some old yarn. It was $1.32. If that gives you any idea. Wow. And I have two of them in here. So they're the remnants of a project. And I don't remember what project it was. Might have been... I don't think it was that blanket that I was working on for my niece. Because... I'm thinking hers was Jamie. And they don't even make Jamie yarn anymore. If I can find a... there is my pattern. It was called Rainbow Baby Blanket by Lion Brand Baby Soft. Okay. Did I use Lion Brand Baby Soft is the question. I don't think I did. No. Ah, it wasn't even Jamie, y'all. It was Yarn Bee, or Baby Bee. Angel. I'm trying to see the colors and see if this is the thing. Pinkaboo. Sun Kisses. So, yeah, okay. And it's such pretty yarn. It reminds me of that one I just had. So, I probably have enough in here to make another blanket. Now, it might not be the rainbow blanket. And I seriously doubt Yarn Bee has Sweet Delight Pomp. Alright. That is going to start being a problem. I can see it because it's starting to go toward my phone. But, okay. Because they said to use Lion Brand Baby Soft. Obviously, I didn't. But they call for white, pink, yellow, green, blue, lilac. Which I have all in here. In that Yarn Bee, Baby Bee, Sweet Delight Pomp. So I'm going to have to try to see if they even have any more of that, so that because it doesn't look like I have a whole lot of purple left. But this is what I was saying in that other video. I'm going to have to go, and I want to document everything that I have so that I can go through and use certain things. Now, I definitely want to use this stuff. It's so stupid thick. I don't even know if it has like a yarn weight on it, because this was back in the day. So, I think it's before they even started customarily putting yarn weights on these things. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Knit a hooded sweater. Yeah, no. Could y'all imagine you wearing a sweater out of this heavy stuff? Now, there is a tote bag idea on here, but it would have to be severely meshed to be able to work. Alright. Hold tight. 1 second. I'm going to try to fix this so I'm not rushing. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so we'll see how well that works. I don't know how long that's going to hold. Well, wish me luck. But now I would like to maybe try. I don't know if I can do it the very first project because of the issue with my left hand. So I don't know if my right arm will be strong enough to work with super chunky. Because one strand, y'all see how thick that is. And this is unforgiving cotton. It has no give in it. So, if y'all have some ideas, I mean, if I am destined to make beach totes out of this, let me know if that's an idea. If y'all can come up with something else. I don't want to. It's so thick. I don't know that I would want to make bath mats or shower rugs or anything out of that. Normally, I do make my bath mats out of cotton yarn. But this is some thick stuff. And I think that might be what I was trying to do here. Now, although that would have been a long daggone... Yeah, that's like 3 feet. Actually, I have my cutting mat right here. Let me see. That's over 3 feet long. So maybe I wasn't going to do that. I don't know what I was doing. It hasn't been but maybe a year or so that I started to work with this because I keep trying to come up with some way to use it. And I just actually saw that tote bag idea on one of those wrappers. So I might try to do that. But like I said, it would have to be a very open mesh type bag. So if y'all have any other ideas, I would greatly appreciate it. Leave it down below or something, please. Let me know. Because, like I said, 12 balls of this, 9 balls of white, and 9 balls of red. So I have a lot that I need to use. And I can even guarantee, I can mostly guarantee to make them color fast by soaking them in the Epsom salt and vinegar solution that I normally set my cotton colors with. But would that not be a beautiful color to do a beach bag with? I wonder. This market bag that they're saying, it doesn't say... I'm trying to find where it's at on one of the end ones so I could actually see it, but I don't see it. Actually, I'm saying actually a lot in here, aren't I? Alright, there is a ball wrapper. Aha! A ball wrapper. Right here. Actually, this is the one with the tote bag. Okay. So you need 3 balls and an end hook to make this particular tote bag that they're talking about on here. So it says 35 inches at the widest. Holy moly. I don't know about all that, y'all. 3 feet at the widest? That sounds like a suitcase, not a tote bag. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I might use just one of the patterns that I already know, or I might just make up some just mesh. But I thought about this video just now when I was going, well, actually, I can't say just now. It was before I got in my shower. But like I said, you know, my husband still has to help me. And I have to wait for him to wake up and get motivated and all that stuff. So my showers tend to be very late in the day right now. Which is driving me insane. Not that I have to wait on my husband, because he's helping me. I don't mind waiting for that. to be on somebody else's schedule is driving me insane. I like to do things when I want to do them. But I don't have that luxury right now. So, hey, I gotta suck it up, Buttercup, right? Anyway, when I was going through these, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to my friends on YouTube and see if I cannot get some help and some ideas to be able to use all of this yarn. Because like I said, I would like to use these first. And if I do that, then I can save the space, save all of this. Oh, wait, nope. That was the donation stuff that I wanted to put out. And then I can use this, finish this basket weave little blanket. Ah! Alright, well, the lid slid. I'm not gonna be able to get it right now. But, okay. Alright, we're good. I don't know if I told y'all the other day when I did my, liners. I was able to do 9 liners. Now, it took me the entire day, but I did them. Well, technically, it was 6, because when I did that video, and I showed y'all I had done 2 before I recorded that little clip, and then I'd done the 1 during the clip, so I did 6 more that afternoon, that day. So, yay. Now, I haven't done anything else since then. I know. But I've been diamond painting and watching YouTube and watching all kind of different stuff. Hulu and Paramount Plus. Well, no, I haven't been watching Paramount Plus. It's mainly been Hulu, Prime Video, and YouTube. That's kind of what I've been watching. Oh, but on my Google TV, since the boys bought us that TV, what? Father's Day? Mother's Day? My husband's birthday? I don't remember. Y'all see, I can actually move. Now, I do have to move my arm, but I can prop up on it and trust that it'll hold me without letting me fall. But anyway, it was a Jane Austen day, a Jane Austen marathon, and they had Pride and Prejudice. It was a BBC marathon, and they had Pride and Prejudice, they had Sense and Sensibility, and there was another one, I think it was Persuasion, that was coming up. But they were all the miniseries. It wasn't the movies. So, now I know that I did watch the, what is her name? Keira Knightley? Something Knightley. I did watch her version as a movie before this. But this day that I had seen it come across my Google TV, I was like, ooh, BBC. Now I love Call the Midwife. So I was like, okay. So I started watching. And I'm kind of torn. I like the miniseries versions of her books because they go a little bit further and they flesh. Think of your words, Lynn. Think of your words. They delve more into the characters like she does in her books versus the movies, which, sometimes movies have to condense things and cut things out, and, you don't quite get the whole fleshed out. Yeah. I swear I'm scared that thing's about to pop my window. But anyway, it was, I really enjoyed, that was an entire day, because each show I think it was 5 or 6 episodes, an hour each. So when Persuasion came on, it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I'm like, I cannot watch this. So I don't know if I can find that one on it. I don't think that one was a miniseries. I think that one actually might have been a movie on BBC. Am I right? Am I wrong? Does anybody know? But anyway, I haven't, being the TV-ish reclining person that I've been the last few days, I haven't been back in here working on that. I was actually trying to set myself up for January and get this whole thing going. Side note, to tie back into the video that I just recorded yesterday, it was, I don't think that I can do 2,026 ounces. I divided that by 7, and that's like 289 balls, skeins of 7 ounces. I don't know that I could do that, because you divide that into 12, and that's a little over, well, I don't know, that's a little over 2 balls a month at 7 ounces. So I might be able to do that. But that's 289 skeins of 7 ounces. Do I even have that much? And what would I do with everything afterwards? I mean, I could put it on the website, but like I said, that stuff's not really moving that much. Well, maybe I'm not putting the right stuff on my website. I don't know. But, I mean, acrylics mainly lead me to hats, scarves, blankets, lately hexicardies. Pardon me. I don't know. I think I could go through 289 balls, skeins. Because your average red heart is about 7 ounces. And like those Karen 1 pound jumbo, or those Karen jumbos that I'm using right now for the, that white water that I'm using for that hexicardy, is 12 ounces. So if I use 2 of those, that's 24 ounces. That's like 3.5 balls there in the 7 ounces. So am I messing my math up? I think I'm messing my math up. Yes, I'm messing my math up. I'm so messing my math up. I just realized what I said. I said 289 7-ounce skeins, right? So then I divided that by 12. Yeah. That's not 2 balls. I don't think I should be mathing right now. And that distresses me because math is my best subject. It's not coming to me. So, I think it would take way too much. Okay. Forget y'all saw that part. I would edit it out, but you know what? Y'all know that I'm not myself right now as far as my brain and my body, so I do still want to do that. But like I said, I don't know that I could come up and do the 2026 ounces. So I don't know how I want to do this. I could do 2026 grams knitting, 2026 grams crochet, and do those two things for every type yarn I have, like my acrylic, my bougie wool. That's a lot of socks I'd have to be doing. Yeah, that's a lot of socks I'd have to be knitting. Well, yeah, because, you know, you think about 100-gram ball usually gives me 2 pair of socks. So, yeah, I don't think I could do that. But I could knit some sweaters or some t-shirts. That might happen. Okay. And then cotton. So it would be the sock yarn, the wool, the cotton, and the acrylic. Both doing 2,026 grams of knitting for all 3 of those categories, and 2,026 grams of crochet for all 3 of those categories. That might be more attainable. So we'll work on that. But I see that I've been talking way too much. Just to reiterate, if y'all have any ideas for this cotton, this Lion Brand Thick and Quick cotton, I don't think they make it anymore, but I'm trusting that y'all will correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and put this lid back on and drag it back into my room. It took me a while to get it in here. And you know, if I had more room in my workroom, I would leave it in here, but I don't. So it's going to have to be dragged back in there. Plus, I'll be wanting my box fan tonight, so. In the meantime, I hope you find some joy today. I hope you do something that just lights you up and just makes you smile from one end to the other. With that, I'm going to leave you, and I will see you in my next video. Y'all take care. Bye.